Okay. Good evening, good day, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are hearing me from currently. Okay. So my name is Christopher, and I'll be walking you today through the tech career section titled "Breaking into Cybersecurity." Right, and I'll also share with you how to discover UK most in-demand cybersecurity role, and also a practical 12-week work experience internship to get you hired in 2025. Okay, in cybersecurity as well in 2025. So if you're happy to be here, can I see some reactions, please? If you're happy to be here, can I see some reactions? A thumbs up is cool. Okay, okay. Great, thank you. More reactions. I need like a billion reactions right now. From to just proceed. Okay. 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 And his hand is up. I think you want to like give a reaction, but your hand is up. Cool, cool, cool. Yes, 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 yes. So thank you. Thank you guys, and welcome to this session. Okay. We have Toby joining us as well. Okay, cool. So yeah, we are all happy to be here, right? I won't waste any more minutes of your time. We're just going to we're going in straight to the topic of the day. Yes, Annie discovered his reaction button. Pick ups, Annie. You deserve a thumbs up from me for discovering your for discovering the thumbs up button. Okay. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. So yeah, let's go. Right. Welcome and welcome and welcome. Right. So I'll be the lead today. I'll be directing you and showing you through this presentation. Okay. Now, my name is Christopher, like I mentioned earlier. My name is Christopher Essien, and I am a seasoned professional, a cybersecurity specialist, and also an ethical hacker. Right. I have hacked ethically. Right. I've hacked ethically about 50 companies. Right. More than 40 companies, and successful penetration testing. Okay, now in case you don't know what pen testing is just the art of hacking into organization to discover vulnerabilities. Not just vulnerabilities, but you are exploring vulnerabilities and also recommending the mitigations for those vulnerabilities. You are identifying vulnerabilities before the bad guys does find that vulnerability. So that is simply what the penetration tester is. And penetration testing or penetration tester is a cybersecurity role in the cybersecurity interface. Okay, it's just one out of the thousand of roles in cybersecurity. Okay, now like I made mention earlier, I've successfully ethically hacked about 50 companies and more than 10 companies since I joined Amdari this year. Right, so I ethically hacked with some of my interns. By the way, I hacked more than 10, but not up to 20. Right, more than 10 companies in the UK, in Canada, and also in other Europe countries. Okay, so I've worked in diverse range of organizations that span with finance, technology, education, healthcare, and also startups. Okay, and while I was working at startups, this is when I worked as both red teamer, cybersecurity engineer. You know, startups often have vast cybersecurity role because they don't have like the finances to push in or to hire specialists or hire individual or professors or professionals in different job roles. So they'll just hire one person that has the intelligence to do everything, to defend, attack, and also write reports. Right. So I've done that in startups, and I've delivered 10 projects, more than 10 projects through Amdari in the UK that solidified my reputation as an ethical hacker that is trusted as well in the cybersecurity space. Now, beyond pen testing, I've also worked with GRC team and also SOC team. That also dwells in cybersecurity, right? GRC is all about the documentation, policies that govern cybersecurity. While SOC is just those that often defend. Okay, the red teaming or the penetration tester are the one that attack, and the SOC guys are the blue teamers. Okay, they just defend, monitor, and wait for alerts. Okay, so going on, I'm passionate about giving back to the community. You're going to hear why. Maybe the next slide or during this meeting. Okay, you're going to hear why I love giving back to the community because, yeah, let me just say because now. Okay, just tend to hold that for me. So I also have a YouTube channel whereby I tend to share free videos that help upcoming or newly not just new now. Okay, even if you're a professional, my YouTube channel is there for you. Currently, I'm going through a PT. I don't know if any of us know about the PT1 certification. from Try Hack Me. So I'm going through that roadmap, and I'm also giving like my solving all the required rooms that is necessary for that Try Hack certification, and it's on my YouTube as well. Okay, so if you want to go there, give a like, give a subscribe, that's cool for me. I have the PNPT practical network penetration testing certification, as well as the PJPT. This is heavily focused on Active Directory, web hacking, and also network hacking as well. And I also believe that, right, by exposure, by community, and also by confidence, these are the big keys that you can definitely use to break into cybersecurity. Okay, exposure is one, community is the second one, and then confidence is the third one. Okay, so if you're ready to go into this, can we say yeah, yeah? No, don't say yeah, yeah. Just give some reaction. Okay, I need like 4 billion reaction. Last time it was 1 billion. Okay, now I can see like 2 billion right now. Just remain 2 billion, guys. Okay, so what are we going to be discussing today, guys? What are we going to be discussing today? Right, we're going to be discussing just 4. Like I made mention, I won't be taking most of your time. So I'm going to be telling you my cybersecurity journey and how I got into the UK cybersecurity workforce. Okay, I'm going to tell you how I got into the UK cybersecurity workforce, and also I'm going to list out about 10 or more than 10 UK in-demand cybersecurity roles and why people tend to struggle to break into cybersecurity, especially Africans that are in the UK, right? They are maybe working menial jobs. Now, I'm not saying this is bad, right? I'm not saying this is bad, but I mean, we deserve better, right? I was working with my consultants, and most of them keep having night shifts until they got a job, right? And this job has been very fantastic, right? As a pen tester, you just stay at home, work, hack, eat, tend to see what's happening. It can be strenuous, no doubt, but I mean, that is my dream job at the end of the day. Sit at home, hack, understanding what hacking does, and at the end of the day, secure the company infrastructure. Okay. Moving on, I'm also going to share the Amdari work experience internship, and lastly, I'll be revealing a big surprise, right? By the end of this presentation. Okay. Now let's talk about my journey. Let's talk about how I broke into cybersecurity. Around 2018, or before 20, let's talk about before 2018. I just knew about hacking. Okay, I was in Nigeria. I just knew about hacking, focused mainly on hacking. I'm a perfect script kiddie. That's the best way to define me. I'm a perfect script kiddie. I know what tools to use, but I don't know what it's used for. Right? I know what the tool does, but I don't know how to use it. I don't know. I don't have the life environment to test all those tools. I was just curious, right? I was very curious to know. I was very curious to know what's happening in a system. Very curious to know what's happening, not just in the system now, but in the web, right? In the cloud. I want to know what's happening, right? So that curious mindset is part of what got me here, honestly speaking. Curiosity, right? I was talking to someone today, a very wonderful consultant of mine, and I told her that it's the level of non-complacency that has gotten me to here. That non-complacency is simply me not being satisfied with where I'm at, right? I know it can be stressful, no doubt, but I've always been the guy that loves knowing more, and cybersecurity is the best for this kind of guy. You're going to see why. Now, in 2018, I was stumbling around YouTube and I found out a video that changed my life, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. This video changed my life. How did it change my life? So I discovered in that video that you can get paid to hack. And I've been hacking all this while and I'm not getting paid. I don't know if you understand. I've been hacking all this while and I haven't gotten any payment, form of payment before. And now I'm seeing on YouTube that, oh, Christopher, you know, if I can definitely get paid to hack people, to hack a company. I'm like, is this actually a job? Right? So that moment when I saw that post, it definitely did change my mind. That was when I really agreed with myself that I have a destiny in the world. Right? Honestly speaking, I don't know what I'll be doing else if not for ethical hacking. That's just the truth. You know, even not for cybersecurity in general, right? So when I saw that and I discovered that you can be a hacker and they'll pay you, I was like, yeah, this is my path. You know how you be a footballer at your young age. Everybody in the streets knows you as a footballer. That when a white guy comes to your field, your local field, you'll be like, this, take him out. Yeah, right. Take him abroad. He's the community legend. Right, I was not community legend in hacking. I was just a badass hacker in my mom's basement. Though my mom does don't have a basement, but in my room I was heavily introverted, just trying to hack. I know how many PC I definitely destroyed. I'm sorry, mom, but that is all part of the process. All right. So that moment changed my life, and then there's something different from um 2018 and now, and I'm going to say that there's a lot of things that are different from 2018 and now, and that is the fact that we have a lot of influencers now. These influencers are like cybersecurity influencers on LinkedIn. You can see them on LinkedIn, on YouTube, right? Most of them are not who they say they are. They just want the views and the quick money, right? Most of them are not who they say they are. They just want the views and what and the quick money, and therefore confusing you at the end of the day to make drastic errors. All right, confusing you at the end of the day to make drastic errors. Now that was my luck. I'm not going to lie. That was a very big luck for me because back then, 2018, I was back then 2018. I back then 2018, I was like heavily focused. You know, after seeing that video, I was Product Black called it tunnel vision. I had a tunnel vision on getting to be a pen tester. In any career choice I tend to make, I give it 5 years. Okay, I tend to give it just 5 years. So I was locked in 2018. Even while going to school, I was going back. I was having some training grounds I was practicing on. Right then, there was no real project for me. I just needed to practice. I just needed to have this environment. I just needed to have an environment for me to test what I'm doing, right? And that is what is getting me to my next slide shortly. So I googled, I went online, and then I saw some training grounds, and this training ground helped me. I'm not going to tell you lies, bro. This training ground helped me. First of them is Try Hack Me. How many of us have heard about Try Hack Me before? Some reactions, please. How many of us have heard about Try Hack Me? I think I have it on the other screen. Titilape. Oh, wow. Titilape is here. Fantastic. Okay, Titilape has heard about, and Victor has heard about Try Hack Me. Let me just talk about Try Hack Me. Let me share my other screen too. Okay, cool. Cool. So we have a lot of people that are tech savvy here as well. Fantastic. So Try Hack Me helped me a lot. I'm going to my screen share. Yeah, fantastic. Entire screen and then this screen. So in case you don't know TryAcme, that is TryAcme on the screen right now. So TryAcme is a platform whereby you can use to learn how to kind of to sharpen your tools. Okay, you can definitely use TryAcme to sharpen your tools. So it's if it has a free account, but regardless of its free account, what if I don't have any experience with programming? Definitely. You don't need to be a badass programmer to be in cybersecurity, right? I'm going to answer your question. This was just cut off sites, right? I'm going to answer your question by the end of the presentation. So if you have any question, just drop it down on just like I don't know who's that person was. Let me just confirm his name. Just like Pusayomi, yeah, just like Pusayomi, just drop your reaction, just drop your question on the chat box, and I'm going to attend to it right after the session. Okay, just so I won't be a little bit distracted. Thank you. So Track is a free platform, right? It's a free platform, but it has paid plan as well, right? It has some in-app purchases, right? So if I should you can join for free, but I already have an account, right? So let me just log in and show you some cool stuff about Me that got in my brain till now, guys. So yeah, this is Christopher. I won't share my password because my password is 1234567 8. So I'm just trying to log in to show you like what TryHackMe did for me that I don't think any other platform has done that for me. So as you can see over here, it has a streak to help you study at the end of the day. This streak is used for you to challenge yourself. Okay, it's used for you to challenge yourself at the end of. As you can see, I'm in level 10. I've unlocked about 109 rooms, and it's very interesting. I'm not going to tell you that.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. I think Christopher has some internet issues. He will be back in a moment. But before he joins us, I would play a few testimonials from our intern, talking about Diary and their experiences after Diary, after they got jobs and whatnot. So sit back and relax. He'll be back in a moment. Thank you.
In mentoring me in the program because I actually came late. My name is Martha, and I was part of the May project management cohort at the Amdari apprenticeship program. I am here to give honor to whom honor is due. It's Mr. Brown Uzuko. I want to thank him so very much because he put so much time in mentoring me in the program. I'm saying this because I actually came late. I switched from data analysis to project management. But because Mr. Brown, I explained to him my situation, and Mr. Brown, and I think Uche as well, she's a lady, she advised me to speak to him, and Mr. Brown went out of his way to explain to me what project management is all about, actually prepare me on how to be a project manager. Now, the reason why I'm here is because I've just landed a leadership role interview with one of the big councils in the UK. And this is very huge for me because it's always what I've wanted to do is a leadership position. And that's in the line of what I've always wanted to do. And after over 600, unfortunately, this is a win for me because this is everything that anyone can hope for after spending such an amount of money in the in like in the program. Now, I'm not even talking about the money because the money is nothing compared to the knowledge that I received from the Amdari project management group under the leadership of Mr. Brown Uzuko. I am so glad because
Okay, I didn't know I was talking to myself all this while, to be honest. I'm not going to share track my screen anymore. I was talking to myself all this while. I was thinking I was sharing the PT1 playlist. Where did I stop, guys? Can anybody tell me where I stopped in terms of when I stopped seeing my screen? So I can just reiterate and go back. Anybody? Okay, cool. But I was just trying to show you the okay, yes, Annie, please go on. You can unmute and go on, please. Annie, if you're trying to say something, I think you're muted.
I can't unmute. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, man.
Okay, so I say you stopped at where you were showing all the try hack me, slide. That was where you stopped.
Okay.
The try hack me. Yeah, that was where you stopped. Yeah.
All right. Fantastic. Thank you, guys. So I want to go back to that screen because I don't know what happened. I was talking to myself. I just did explain fully on that. But if you do want to get your hands dirty on TryAcme, you can just sign up. Okay, it's definitely free. Tryacme.com and then sign up with your email or your Gmail. Right. So I was just trying to tell you how I practiced when I was starting up. So I use TryAcme on. They have guided labs that hold your hands to teach you those tools. Okay, so learn all those tools and also those attack pathways. Now, after you've learned TryAcme is more of a beginner friendly. Why Hack the Box is not beginner at all. Okay, it's intermediate. You need to have a level of understanding of what you are doing before you get into Hack the Box. Okay, Hack the Box is also no, it's not free. Okay, it's about $10 per month as well. But I advise you to start with Hack the Box. We try Hack then get into Hack the Box. So after doing this too, I decided to start getting more dirty with my hands by building a home lab. I built a home lab. I learned how to attack. I learned how to defend. I learned how to attack and defend. Okay, as a purple teamer. Because once you are in this field, as for me, I don't know for anybody else, but for me, I'm a red teamer for now. And one day I want to be a public teamer because I want to work as a CISO someday. Okay, so having this initiative will go through. It's more like a process to where you're going to at the end of the day. So try hack me is there, hack the box is there, home labs are there for you to break and fix things to learn how those things work at the end of the day. So I downloaded some Active Directory work environments to my home lab. I built in a lab, right? I built in a web, sorry, and hosted it on my port 80 to be like a web interface as well. Then I started hacking it. I break it, I hack, I learned how to bypass antivirus and these some tools that I wouldn't be able to do on my own. Okay, those are the training grounds I did that helped me in this field and currently where I'm at. Now moving on. Now fast forward to 2025 when I moved over to who's this cute guy over here? That's me, guys. So fast forward to 2025 when I moved over to Amdari, when I got Amdari, and that was when I got into the cybersecurity UK workforce. Okay, at Amdari, I did my first pen test around April, and now it's August, and I'm on my 11th or 12th pen test already at Amdari. Right now, there's something I always tell people: cybersecurity is not just about studying and studying and studying and studying and learning and learning and learning and learning. I've learned this course, I've done this certification, I've learned this course, I've finished all this course, I've done this, but can you definitely, when you are in a real world situation, what do? You find yourself being lost, find yourself not knowing what to do, find yourself using ChatGPT want to use a company's data to ChatGPT. Now that's very bad, right? So the best way to learn cybersecurity for me is by, let me not talk about cybersecurity, let me talk about pen testing now. The best way to learn pen testing for me was by actually hacking. The best way to learn hacking is by actually hacking. You don't learn hacking by just learning hacking, right? You don't learn hacking by watching videos. You learn hacking by actually hacking. You learn defending by actually defending. You don't learn defending by, okay, I know how to use Splunk, all right? Or you say you're learning defending, I know how to read data. I mean, who don't know how to read data on Excel? Maybe most people don't, but I myself, I know how to read data using Excel. I know how to read logs, not data, logs using Splunk as well. Am I a blue teamer? No, I'm more of a red teamer, but I know how to use Splunk. So it's not about learning and learning and learning and kill yourself with being buried under the mountains of theories. No. That's not ideal. Okay. So what is ideal is for you to actually practice while you are learning. So what made me better in my field is Amdari. I'm not going to tell you lies, guys. What made me better is Amdari. The real world projects that we did, the real world engagement that we did here at Amdari has been off limits. Like the last project I did with one of my team was a phishing simulation for a company that had never been pen tested before. I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you the report. I don't mind. I'm going to show you. I'll take an excuse to show you. All right. I'm going to show you the report and show you how it is. A phishing simulation that we did on a school. Okay, on a school, and it has about 5 departments. My consultant did it, sent a phishing email. Most of the emails were not clicked. Most of them were clicked. Most of them were opened. We got some data back. We got the passwords back. Okay, for people, and I posted it on my LinkedIn. People were saying they thought phishing was a myth. Like, right? They actually thought phishing was a myth until, because when they were sending down those inboxes, most of my consultants actually added their own email to see if it was going to the inbox. Because there's one thing in shooting phishing email and for it to go to the inbox, and there's another thing for it to go to spam, right? But it was going to the inbox, and they gained some communication, they gained some results, some data was stolen as well, right? So that's the real world project. Now you won't say you know how to fish without practicing how to fish, without actually phishing someone. You won't say you're a great malware analyst without analyzing a malware. You have to build a malware, analyze. That's why I envy web hackers, web security or web or software testers. Honestly speaking, if you can build a website, you definitely know how to break into that website, right? And then who knows? You go into bug bounty. It's not easy, regardless. But going to bug bounty gets paid $10,000, $20,000, depending on the vulnerability you find at the end of the day. Now, going back to Amdari, let's go back to Amdari a little bit. My main focus and my main work at Amdari, my sole job at Amdari is being a pen tester, right? I'm hacking and I'm mentoring the next generation of pen testers at Amdari. Now, I didn't work only as pen testing. I have also worked cross-functionally with the GRC team. right? The GRC team that takes note of policies, documentation, right? And I also worked with the SOC team as well. So the SOC team was when we, right, my team now, we're trying to hack a website, ethically hack a website. Take note of that. We're not just hacking, okay? We ethically hack a website, and the SOC team were listening behind for what is happening. They're monitoring our attacks to know how loud we were and how loud we weren't, right? And it was successful at the end of the day. They caught us, no doubt, but that's the aim of a pen test. Sometimes you need to be loud. In red teaming, you need to be very stealthy as possible, but for pen test, you just need to be as loud as possible, as loud as possible. Okay, web pen testing, it's okay for it to be loud as possible. For red teaming, it's okay for it to be. You have to be very stealthy. Okay, in red teaming, you have to be very stealthy. Okay, now on working with those teams, those different teams, that was how I saw that cybersecurity is just interconnected. It's not as if I'm a red teamer, I won't have to do anything with the blue team, or I'm blue team, I don't have anything to do with GRC. That's working with those both teams changed my mindset. Okay, it definitely did change my mindset. Now I'm going to tell you why people often struggle. Right, I'm going to show you or tell you why people often struggle in keep landing their first roles in cybersecurity, mostly in UK, right? But before I do that, are there actually roles in UK? Are there actually in-demand cybersecurity roles in UK? And the simplest truth is that yes, there is. Right? There are GRC roles, there are blue teaming roles, there are red teaming roles in cybersecurity in the UK as well. How do I know that? Because I have worked in the UK, I've pen tested companies in the UK, I've pen tested companies in Canada too. Okay, so I definitely know that there are startups who need this kind of people. My consultants are living witness. Okay, there are people who need this kind of should I say chance. There are startups now. There are startups who need this kind of engagement to be done, but they don't have the full money. They don't have the whole $70,000 to pay you every month or every year. They don't have that. Okay, but they just want this to be done for the startups. Okay, now the roles include GRC specialists, compliance analyst, risk manager, security auditor, privacy officer. These are all GRC. Blue teaming includes SOC analyst, incident responder. All these are familiar to you. Incident responder simply are just the ones that respond to incidents immediately. So once they are listening, once they are monitoring for incident and an incident pop up on the screen or on their scene tool, they just go over to start responding to it. Okay. Malware analysts, people that tend to delve deeper into the malware to know where the source of the malware is coming from. Yes, because as a hacker myself, whenever I'm arranging a malware or whenever I'm crafting a malware, whenever I'm crafting a malware, is a compulsory action for you to impute a listening address in that malware. Why? Because when the malware has been sent to wherever you want to go to your target and your target click on it, you want to receive a connection. So it's very good to impute a listening address. So most times, most hackers tend to encrypt this listening address. Most times they tend to hide it as well, right? Because if a blue teamer tends to see that malware and then start breaking it down, and then see the IP, it's gone. Excuse me, Ishika. It's gone. Okay, the attacker is gone because the blue teamer just caught him. So all these job roles do exist in the UK. And as you can see, the red teaming role, the pen testing, the security researcher, security engineer, cloud security specialist as well. Now, all these jobs, and yet you still don't get noticed. You submitted your CV a lot of times, right? But they're asking you for work experience. They're asking you they're telling you that your portfolio is not rich. They're telling you that you don't have the work experience to work in UK, right? As an African, I'm majorly talking about African because I know how the struggle is. Instead of doing all those menial jobs like cleaning and all that, I mean, bro, you could work in tech. You could earn 6 figures in a year as well, right? But Amdar is not telling you do this 3 months, have this job. No, that's not what I do. Okay, yeah, giving you the experience that those recruiters need, the real world experience that those recruiters need. And I'm going to show you how. But you have to just stay with me, okay? Just stay with me. Honestly, I love getting technical. Now, why most people struggle? I love this guy. This guy just reminds me of me a whole lot of time. So why most people struggle, guys? Why most people struggle is simple. Because most people tend to have only certification and then they don't have any projects. Now, this was me at some point, right? having certification and no projects. Not just certification and no projects. You lack hands-on experience. Now, don't get me wrong. You may be very good at try-hacking. You've done a lot of rooms, maybe 50 rooms at try-hacking. But can you really put a try-hacking room on your CV? No, you can't, because what is a try-hacking room? It's a public room. It's not even realistic. It's simulated, okay? It's not even realistic to start with. Now, lack of hands-on experience, and also this was what I missed during when I was starting up. Overwhelmed by too many learning paths. Now, if you go to LinkedIn, you're going to see buy my course, buy this course, buy this course, buy this course. Not just course. Now, let me talk about it. There are a lot of certifications in cybersecurity that I think the abbreviations are getting out of hand. Very soon, though, I'm not sure there will be any abbreviation anymore. I don't know who agrees with me. Who agrees with me, guys? Like you can see CEH, PNPT, GEH, GCIH, a lot of certifications all over the internet, all over the all over LinkedIn, all over the the internet, right? But I'm not saying those certifications are bad. Listen, I'm not saying those certifications are bad, okay? Having them is cool. I mean, it's even makes you credible to even land the job, but you need to also have a work experience. You need to have a rich portfolio to tell these recruiters that we're not actually just watching YouTube videos while you're waiting for a job. You're actually working on real world projects and also applying for jobs. Okay. Now, also, last year, you can see last year, no career support. This is definitely me. I didn't have any career support, right? I didn't have somebody to pimp my CV or somebody to pimp my CV or pimp my LinkedIn. I just applied and curiosity, right? Remember, I talked about curiosity at the early stage of this. Curiosity is underrated. You need to have a level of curiosity in your mindset. Why is this working? My team lead said something to me today. She said something. She was like, not to me directly. She was like, if you need to know where your strength lies, so that when you get tired in the journey, nobody else is going to push you, but your passion is going to push you to do that stuff, right? And that I feel that is why I resonated to that a lot because of pen testing. I did resonate to that because of pen testing. There's a lot of time, not just one, not twice, not 10 even, right? I would want to crash my PC. I have a keyboard up there. I have a keyboard up there that I've scattered. I've broke out of being angry and being, that's what hacking does at the end of the day, right? That's what hacking does. I'm not telling you to be destructive. No, that's not what I'm just trying to tell you my own pains behind the scene, and then I'll bring it up or where it's my because I love it at the end of the day, right? So if I was in it because of the money, right? If I was in it because of the money to start with, would I have stopped? Definitely, I would have. Maybe 3 years into no jobs, I definitely stop. Right? That would definitely do stop. But yeah, this was me until I found project and community. Community is underrated. Community is underrated. Honestly, you have community that will be there for you. If you have any question, you ask, and somebody will help you to answer your question. I was in a community. Let me give you a hint, guys. Let me tell you a little story. I was in a community of with TCM security. I don't know if any of us know about TCM security. I was in a community. I was helping people solve problems. They were stuck. I think then there was no ChatGPT even to start with. Around 2022, there was no ChatGPT, but I was just there. I finished one course, the practical ethical hacking course, and after finishing that course, I don't have $35. Oh my god, I didn't have $35 to get the next course. Okay, yeah, I didn't have $35 to get the next course. But what did I do? I went on to the TCM platform. I went on to Bombard to start helping people. I help people randomly. I just buy data, go to their Discord, help people. I Google their problem. People that were lazy to Google their problem. Their problem may just be easy, but they needed you to walk through them. So I helped them out. They were not paying me. I did it because I can't sit idle, right? That's the community goal, right? And I can see myself now doing the same thing that those people did for me as well. Like before then, there was somebody there, the support manager called D-Watt. He's a very good friend of mine. He helped me a lot in setting up my Active Directory. He's a very good coder too, by the way. But we are not here to talk about D-Watt. We're here to talk about how to land a job in UK in cybersecurity as well. Okay. Now, let's discuss this in detail. But I want to use actual project to discuss this in detail. Okay, now let me just share Google Classroom over here shortly. Google Classroom, Google Classroom. Okay, cool. I want to just put this here. Share the classroom. Okay, I got that. So as you can see, I don't know if you can see that. Can you? Yes, it's loading. Okay, cool. So now let me just show you. Let me just browse through some projects that we've done. Right, this is just a honeypot project that we're doing. Right, we want to create the honeypot thing. I want to show you how to create the honeypot, guys. Honeypot. Let me just tell you honeypot. Honeypot is a trap. Okay, it's a trap. Yes, it's a trap. So companies tend to use honeypots to capture how hackers tend to like hack into their system to monitor their tools, they use the command and all that. So we're actually setting up a honeypot currently. As you can see, the deadline is actually tomorrow by 11:59. So this was the phishing simulation I told you guys about, right? The first time phishing simulation. I don't know if you're here when I told you guys about it. Should I show anybody's report to you? Let me just show the case study. Okay. Let me show the case study. So this phishing simulation was for Bright Fence Learning. Bright Fence Learning, yes, it's a school. Okay, as you can see, guys, and this was in Toronto, yes, Canada. Okay, right? Can you see Bright Fence Learning? It has about 1,200 remote employees in Canada. The business challenge was lack of insights, right? No current data on employee response to phishing, making it difficult to tailor effective training, absence of historical data, and limited internal testing. So the project rationale, why are we doing this project? To identify vulnerabilities, to understand user interaction, and also to establish awareness baseline. Okay, to also establish awareness baseline. This is the project goal. Project goal is for us to collect measurable insights, reduce vulnerability. Now, mind you, these people have never done any form of vulnerability at all. Any form of pen test at all. Okay, they haven't done any form of pen test at all. So you can see the in scope is all Bright Fence staff, corporate emails, remote phishing simulation, and behavioral analysis. But what's out of scope is denial of service. Okay, we don't want to do any denial of service kind of attack to make the network unavailable or the service unavailable. Okay, any attempt to exploit production systems as well is out of scope. So tools that are available to use is Goldfish, Canary, Google Forms, OBS for recording, the ISO 27001 as well. And this is the conclusion. But that is not all. Let me go down a little bit more. These are the mentorship sessions that we offer at Abdari as well. So that's by the way. Now we also had the pen test on IoT device. I don't know if you know about IoT. IoT simply means Internet of Things, like your CCTV, your refrigerator that can connect to the internet is also an IoT device. This is also an OSINT. This is an Active Directory. Okay, this is an Active Directory. Let me go to the case study of this Active Directory. You can see what we did. So Active Directory is just simply like Windows. Okay, so this is loaded up. Cool. So this is for Code Forge innovations, and it was for 2 weeks as well. We were allowed to use a lot of tools, and this business was a DevSecOps business. So the business problem is that why Code Forge lab environment are widely used for onboarding and secure development testing. There is currently no formal assurance process that verifies their resistance to privilege escalation or domain compromise. Okay, there is no formal assurance process that verifies their resistance to privilege escalation or domain compromise. They haven't done anything like this before. But were we able to do something? Yeah, we were. Let me see if I can dig up some. Can I dig up some presentation on that? We also did like a network pen test on dev as well. Okay, this was handed in. 6 people handed it in on June 20th, by the way. Oh, let me go for you with this. Let me show you. Let's go back to what I was sharing shortly. But that's just like a sneak peek of what to expect, right? The reward project that you were talking about. You can see honeypot, Active Directory, network hacking, web hacking is also here, right? And this and so on. Now, yes, Christopher, which is my name. Honestly, I like being called Tofa. If you know me well, you know by now I love being called Tofa because that's more like my brand name, Tofa Security, right? So Tofa, everyone says, including you yourself, you say get experience, get experience. But where do I find reward projects with business value, and how do I make them stand out on my CV? Like I made mention before, I love this guy. I love Papa a lot. His reactions are out of this world, honestly speaking, right? So also have an answer to you for where you can find those experience, where you can find that experience, where you can find those reward projects, right? That those hiring recruiters definitely look for. And the answer is what? I'm Dari. The answer is what? I'm Dari internship system, and it's built to help you thrive at the end of this. I'm Dari internship system is built to help you thrive. I'm going to tell you how it works and what to expect. But before I do that, let me tell you who Amdari is. Okay. Now, Amdari is a tech platform in the UK that helps reshape how aspiring tech professionals build their careers or gain reward experience. Right? It changed. I just changed it. Now, how do they change it? They change it by bridging the gap between theories and what's practical. Theories here, practical here, they bridge the gap. Okay, that's where Amdari come through by providing real-world projects. Now, this is where it gets tricky, okay? Not just in cybersecurity, not just in pen testing, not just in my field. I have a lot of colleagues, right? And they are in data analysis, data science, data engineering, business analysis. I mean, I can show you my classroom, I can see a whole lot of consultants that are working as well, right? Data analytics, data science, if you have passion in any of this field at all, even project management, business analysis, and I think, right, this is off this slide. I think that while I worked with GRC, I can say that GRC is like the business analysis of cybersecurity. Honestly speaking, because of the documentation, the policies, and all that, right? Business analysis is GRC is the business analysis of cybersecurity. There's also ethical hacking, there's SOC analysis, and so on and GRC as well. Right now, this project that you're going to be given won't just enhance your skills, but also it's going to build that portfolio, that rich portfolio, and that work experience that those hiring recruiters in the UK are looking for. Right now, let's quickly talk about how Amdari will help you gain this by the almighty, not the almighty formula, but almighty job formula now. Okay, the almighty job formula. Now, what is this formula? It's just T plus E equals job offer. You ask me, Christopher, is that easy? Is it that easy? Yes, it is. I'm going to show you how, by the way. So your technical skills is here, your experience is here. If you combine it together with your employability skills that you're going to learn from Amdari, that Amdari offers, honestly speaking, by the grace of God, too, you're going to get a job. But the rate whereby you're going to use to get a job has just increased because now you have the experience. Okay, not just the experience. Now you have the experience, you have the portfolio, the projects you've worked on. Now, before I go on, I want to also, because I just saw a message pop up. Okay, now if you want this slide, not just the slide, if you want the recording as well of this presentation, the slide, the recording, please fill the attendance sheet that is in the chat box. Okay, the attendance sheets would definitely make me know that okay, this guy or this lady or this man wants me to share this recording to you, okay, or with you rather. Okay, so moving on back to this slide, like I mentioned, the almighty job formula is your technical skills, your experience coming together with your employability skills to land you a job. Okay, so definitely do what? Land you a job. And how will that job come to play? Now, what does this program structure looks like? Okay, what does this program structure looks like? So it starts with getting industry relevant business challenges like project now, right? It starts with getting the project. Once we get this project, we can divide. You definitely work with teams. Okay, there are some projects that you work alone. There are some projects that you work with different teams. either cross-functionally on or the same department. Okay, you can see the business challenges assigned to different groups for specific purpose. Like when we're running the fishing simulation, most people were assigned to shoot the fishing, other people were assigned to monitor the fishing, right? The other people go to bed. Okay, other people go to bed after they've shot it, then the next people in line, just like keeping giving them just their mindset on what to do and what to expect at the end of the day. After the fishing has been collected, the fishing result has been collected, there are some people as well that are recording videos, security awareness videos, based on the behavioral pattern of the phishing attack or the phishing result. Okay, people what be creating videos, recommendation videos. All right. So after you've been divided into like 4 groups, I can see you guys share your ideas to very beautiful ideas, right? And then you present your projects. Okay. Now everybody has the chance to present the project. It can be maybe if you are 4 in a team, you can solely choose on one person, right? And solely choose on what one person to definitely present for you, or anybody who wants to present at the end of the day. Now that is what Amdari Rave program is all about. Rave. What is Rave? Rave is remote apprenticeship virtual experience. Okay, and this is what it looks like. You get the case study. Technically, the case study, if need be for it to be divided into groups, divided, right? You share your ideas, also not just with. I need to say this also, that you're not just in this alone, okay? There's also a mentor that's definitely going to be holding your hands in case you feel stuck, in case you have prior knowledge in cybersecurity, data science, GLC, any of these domains at all, right? There's a mentor for you that would hold your hands for you to accomplish that, the milestone that you want to accomplish in that project, okay? Now, after it's presented, you add your report or your presentation to your portfolio. Yes, I'm going to show you what your portfolio looks like, okay? You add the project to your portfolio, then after adding the portfolio, the project to your portfolio, you have LinkedIn as well. And I can't overemphasize this. Your network is your network. Your network, I'm not talking about topologies, I'm talking about OSI model or subnetting right now, okay? I'm talking about your network. Now, it's just as if you want to have a job and you are not posting on LinkedIn. I'm not saying you have to post all the time, man. I mean, show your work. Post your cybersecurity journey on LinkedIn. I wish I can talk more about this, but there's a beautiful person. I love mentioning her whenever I'm talking about the employability at Amdari. Her name is Amina, right? She does amazingly well to revamp your CV, revamp your CV. She also does mock interview session as well, right? With you for you to be ready in case you have an interview, okay? Because most times, right, you apply for 10,000 jobs and finally you have this interview, you'll be so scared to even say something so that you don't want to spoil it. Or not even, let's crash that. When you finally have an interview, you'll be so scared to give this company a worthy salary because of you've been unemployed for a long time. It happens. It happens a lot of times, okay? But the Amdari employability session is there to sharpen your skills, not just sharpen your skills as well, to make you ready to answer those those interview questions, to get you ready with a rich portfolio, to get you ready with your LinkedIn looking sharp, get you ready with your CV up to date with projects, work experience in that project as well. Okay, it's also reference as well, right? I know how many people have given reference to in SOC, in pen testing as well, right? I know people are giving reference to. So Amdari does have those things as well. Right, moving on. What is the benefit of this WAVE program for you? And it's very simple, okay? I love calling this rebranding. I love calling it packaging, okay? I love calling it what's packaging. So for it to be rebranded, you need to have the experience and the employability skills, and then you be a new person. You be a new person that those hiring recruiters want. And what does those project looks like? Project looks like the real world project we're talking about, how you work with cross-functional team, how you execute multiple roles, how you execute a project that involves you working with multiple roles, multiple industry experience, multiple technology experience, using different tools to accomplish it. A task, Networking opportunities. You're going to see people that you know more than people that know more than you too, right? You exchange ideas, right? Teamwork and project collaboration, and also increased confidence for future roles, right? To increase what confidence for what future roles. Now, the employability skills are quite similar, but this, I think I've mentioned this before, include CV revamping, LinkedIn optimization, right? Mentorship, one-on-one mentorship, okay, with your mentors, right? One-on-one mentorship that you'll be there if you are feeling. I think the conversation I had with someone today was very, it was very good. I'm not going to tell you more than that, but because it has, it has more like an impact to me. Okay, so it was one-on-one mentorship is very valid. Career coaching, in case you don't know what career to choose as well. Interview preparation, the mock interview coming up again. Job references, and also on the job support. So even if you got a job today and you still don't know what to do, there are still mentors that are there to guide you through your day-to-day activities. Okay, so you won't be doing that alone. You won't be walking through this alone. There's on the job support as well. Okay, and moving on. Yeah, this is just a screenshot of the reference letter and what it looks like. Okay, recommendation for reference letter. So you are also going to have reference letter just in case the recruiter or the potential company you want to work for asks. Okay, it's not as if we will deny you when the time comes for reference letter. Of course not, we won't. Okay, now let me show you what the portfolio looks like. Okay, I'm just going to show you by stop sharing the screen. I should have opened this already. Okay, so I'm just going to, let me just share my other screen quickly and present something else. Present this entire screen. So yes, perfect. So on Amdari's website, there is a portfolio. Okay, www.amdari.io. Okay, cool. So this is Amdari's website. Okay. Okay, loading up, loading up, loading up, loading up, loading up. I don't like, not like, yeah, I don't like white screen. Is that like a black screen? So this is me. I should click on that. This is my profile. White screen, yeah, black screen. Yes. Yeah, so this is what the Amdari website looks like. Okay. You can see it has learn. In the learn section, there are some crash courses for you to definitely let's go through that. Let me just open this in a new tab. Okay, so you can definitely see what the learn section looks like. Okay, the learn section allows you to browse for learn crash courses related to cybersecurity. Okay, if I should go to learn ongoing courses, you can see I'm currently studying 2 courses, right? You can see endpoint, web, and application security. I haven't gone to find that. Can you see that? Can you see that on my screen? I think, okay, you can see that. I'm moving on. Who's that? I can't. Okay, cool. So you can see crash courses here that we do offer, not just cybersecurity. Now we do offer crash courses. Wait, can you see that? How about now? Can you see it now? So if you say you can't see that, please, if you can see my screen, can you just share, give a reaction, please? I'm very good. Can see my screen. Yes, I can now. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. So Xiaomi, I think you're my favorite person for this because of you're giving me 4 billion reactions. You're my favorite person for Xiaomi. Just know that. So the crash courses includes not just for cybersecurity, right? Not just for cybersecurity, but also data science, data analytics, data engineering, business analysis, all the domains that we do offer here at Amdari, we have crash courses for that. But that's not why we are here. Don't forget, okay? We are here because of what? The portfolio. Okay, we're going to the portfolio. This is not my account. Okay, so this is what my portfolio looks like. If I show you my project, which I'm not going to show you, okay? But if you, after solving those projects, you can just click on this project, add your own portfolios, okay? You can definitely add your projects you've done there in this portfolio, and then you can put it to your CV. It showcase all your projects you've done with us, okay? That definitely is not me. I don't know who that is, but you know, I love that picture a lot. Okay, it always makes me feel like I'm always winning, right? So yeah, so that's what the Amdari's portfolio page is for. Okay, it's for you to upload your projects into here. So in case, just talk a little bit more about who you are, what you're currently studying, the tools you have with your social media as well. You can link them here. So that in case hiring recruiters tend to see your CV, they can just click on that and then come to this page and see all the projects you've worked on as well. Okay, so that's what I wanted to show you on that. Before I go to the slide one more time, let's talk about the job board. Okay, let's talk about the job board. So you can see there are some cool jobs listed in this job board as well. Okay, there are some cool jobs listed there. It's still loading. Still loading. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let me search. This was just showing like before I joined this meeting. This was just exactly. Look at it now, and I refreshed again. So it was just showing. I felt like the page was empty. Okay, so there are some cool jobs for you to apply from the Amdari web platform. Okay, so you can see senior manager, change and project communication, senior project information manager, pays about 120 grand a year annually. Their script, it just goes on and on and on. There are different pages. Okay, this is Michigan as well. Okay, it goes on and on and on. If you want the one that pays you hourly, yeah, hourly as well. Posted 4 days ago. I think you can also like choose toggle between how often you how soon, or the date filter on how you want the date filter on how soon you want to get jobs, or the date filters for the jobs right now. So yeah, you can see 4 days ago, 4 days ago, 4 days ago, 4 days ago. And 4 days ago was on Monday, right? So it's not as if it's too late at the end of the day. Right, and moving on to the next slide. We're almost done, guys. Almost done, guys. Okay. Now the Amdari job board, which is just what I showed you. Okay, the Amdari job board is just what I showed you. Okay, you can see the LinkedIn, the Upwork, Glassdoor, Indeed. The Amdari job board is what I showed you. There's actually a job board here for you to apply for jobs. So it's giving you more avenue now, not just LinkedIn, not just Upwork. Okay, there are just some jobs here as well. So after studying, it's all in the same website. It's all in the same website at the end of the day. All in the same website at the end of the day. Now, why Amdari consultants tend to thrive better in the job market? I'm going to give you 5 reasons. Okay, actually 6. Okay, there are 6 reasons why Amdari consultants tend to thrive better in the job market, in the UK job market. Why? Because they have worked with cross-functional teams. They've worked with GRC, they've worked with SOC, they've worked with project management, they've worked with data, they've worked with business analysis. Okay, they've mastered the industry tools. They've mastered how to use GoFish. They've mastered how to use Nmap. They've mastered how to use PubSuite. Okay, all these industry tools that you may just have been seen as, or maybe you've watched the video on. All these industry tools that you've watched the videos on, but you don't really know like how to use them. You haven't used them in the real world engagement before. I mean, this is your only chance now. Okay, it's not your only chance, but this is your only chance at the end of the day, right? This is your only chance. Okay, now thirdly, to gain hands-on experience with those projects, using those tools, working cross-functionally too, right? Got feedback from experienced professionals as well, right? And also to have a portfolio that is rich with real projects that tells this recruiter that you haven't been lazy for your 2 years, for your 1 year, for your 6 months, you just started cybersecurity, you haven't been lazy. Okay, you've been working on actual projects to help top companies in UK, Canada, and Europe as well, to help their security infrastructure tighten. Okay, moving on, to receive a globally recognized reference letter that is top notch. Okay, our reference letter is top notch, is globally recognized at the end of the day. So these are the reasons why Amdari consultants tend to thrive better in the job market. I know you have questions. Okay, I'll definitely answer your question, but if you do have a question, please drop it down in the chat box. Okay, now let's talk about when the next cohort is starting for Amdari. Currently we have a cohort ongoing, right? The August 9th cohort is currently ongoing, but there's the next cohort by September. Okay, 6th of September and starting. Now, what do you have to do for this cohort? This is where it gets less technical, and this is the truth. Okay, join our next cohort starting on 6th October. Our next cohort offers in data analytics, data science, data engineering, business analysis, project management, SOC analysis, ethical hacking, and pen testing. That's my field there. I have to call it respect. I have to call it again. Ethical hacking and pen testing, okay? And got GRC as well. GRC is just, I won't say jargon, but it's just documentations and documentations and documentations. Initially, we are currently having for 3 months you pay if a sum of £500, but now we are giving you 4 month experience in 3 months. 4 month experience when you pay for 3 months with the most slash discounted rate of £390, okay? And you can pay instrumentally also. You can pay 130 per month, 130 first month, 130 second month, and 130 on your 3rd month, right? Now, why are you paying 130 every month or £390? You're paying this because for the CV and LinkedIn makeover. You're paying this for the interview master preparation. You're also paying this for the exclusive remote job that, like I just showed you on the platform, okay? So also for a personal portfolio too, to showcase your skills, international work reference letter as well, and mentorship sessions every Thursday, right? Mentorship sessions every Thursday. Now, this mentorship session is from my co-founder. I'm Darius co-founder, okay? We have Efemina Ipo and we have Adeiza Suleiman. I don't know if any of us have seen them before on our mentorship session. If you have, can I see a reaction? If you have seen Efemina or Adeiza in any of the mentorship session on LinkedIn, on YouTube, if you have, can I see any reaction? Okay, nobody actually. Cool, but that's also cool. All right, so Adeiza and Efemina, they are the co-founders of Amdari, and they tend to make sure that this mentorship session tend to put you right in check, tend to put you right in check, keep your brain refreshed, and let me say what Kodak Black said again: tunnel vision. Tunnel vision. You just know where you're going to. No distraction. Nothing can distract you. Not even no jobs. Okay. No rejection letters are like motivations to me because I didn't see them every Monday. No matter how many jobs you're applying, you must see. It's you can't skip that. Okay, you can't skip that. You can't say I want to apply one job and just get one job. No, rejection is also part of the game at the end of the day. So talking about rejection, go away, please. Okay, we're talking about Amdari, and we're talking about how to gain this experience by paying for 3 months but getting 4 months now. Okay, you pay for 3 months for about $390 and you save about £110. I'm not talking about how when you refer someone and you then have £20 pounds free for referring someone. But that's by the way. Okay, let's talk about this. So instead of paying £500 for 3 months, we are paying $390 just because I'm generous enough. I told them that if it's not $390, I won't be here today to tell you guys about how to break into cybersecurity. Okay, so $390, 130 per month, 130 per month, 130 per month, and boom, you're done. What are you living with? You're living with CV, LinkedIn, CV and LinkedIn optimization, real work projects, portfolio build, international work reference letter, mentorship every Thursday for 4 months. Mentorship every Thursday for 4 months. Excuse me. And also career coaching as well. Okay. So that is what Amdari has to offer for you. Okay. So I don't know who would be wanting to pay currently. I don't know who would be wanting to start to pay for instrumentally. But if you are interested, by the way, please just input your name on the chat box or give a reaction. And also, if you have a question, I think now is the best time to ask a question. Okay, let me just bring up this question: why we are accepting. Okay, let me see if there's any payment. There's any payments. There's any question from the chat box. So if you have any question at any point, please can just raise your hand and speak up. Okay. So let me go up to the top. Basil, I can say what is the difference between cybersecurity and pen testing? Okay, is Basil Akang still here? Yeah, I can see. Cool, Akang. I'm sorry, but that name just sounds like Cross River or Akaibo, right? I don't know. Correct me, Basil Akang. Are you there? I can see you, but I think you're muted. Okay, so Basil maybe he doesn't want to say anything, but yeah, the account sounds like it comes from. Cool. So what's the difference between?
Sorry, I'm from Akwa
Yes.
Ibom.
Oh, cool. You see, you are my brother at the end of the day. But I'm not from Akwa
Yeah,
Ibom,
how
I'm
are
from
you?
Cross River.
Yeah, about it.
Brother, please don't fall my hand in the public. About the should I say Osong or Idioko? Yeah, Idioko, Idioko. I can only speak cybersecurity language. I can't speak Epic. But yeah, my language is Epic, by the way. And I'm from Cross River. Okay. But that by the way. Now he says, what's the difference between oh he left. What's the difference between cybersecurity and pen testing? Okay, pen testing is just a niche in cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the you are securing systems in general, systems, web applications, networks, mobile apps, right? That's cybersecurity. But pen testing, you are hacking to identify vulnerability. Okay, which is also a niche in cybersecurity. Is it cybersecurity? No, it's different. Okay, because also pen testing has a lot of specialization, or just a lot of niches as well. There is network pen testing, there's web pen testing, there's cloud pen testing, there's active directory pen testing, and so on and so forth. Okay, so that is like the difference between cybersecurity and pen testing. Taking it, I'm going deeper. Let's see if we have any other question. Faith Boluwatife says, I can't see anything. Okay, that's my question. Faith Boluwatife says, I can't see anything. That was before. Any other question? I don't think so. Is there any other question now? Is there any other question, guys? Any other question at all?
Hello.
Sorry, who's that? Hi, Yusuf. Good evening.
Hi, this is Yusuf. Yeah, good evening. Thank you very much. I
I
actually
just saw
joined
it.
your session like I joined one session like 3 days ago
Hmm,
on Amdari, and I heard a lot, and I really love what Amdari is doing, and I really wanted to be part of it. So from the group, I just saw it today that they will be talking about cybersecurity, which is the one that I'm actually interested. And I'm so happy that the person that speaking with us today is also in the need. So, like today, I'm getting the information directly from someone who is where I wanted to be. So I really love this. It was so interesting because I'm so much interested in the ethical hacking and pen testing aspect. So my simple question is just that there is web API, mobile app, and the like. So I wanted to know, are we just in this program, are we just touching one part, or we are touching everywhere? Because like in UK market, most of the job position I normally say, I always see all this SWAT top 10, this
that is
VAPT
web, right?
stuff,
Yeah,
yes. So most of them ask for web API and mobile. So I wanted to know if this program is going to cover those things so that it will make the CV, or to get the job, it will make the candidate to stand out. Or I believe you understand what
thank
I'm
you.
trying to. Thank you very much.
Definitely, I do. Thank you so much, Yusuf. And I love the fact that you were here presently. Though I just saw you join, I was thinking you just joined now, but definitely you joined for you to say you were
No, I've
listening
been here
or
before.
listening.
I was using my
Fantastic.
PC to join before, so I use
Oh,
my phone to connect
fantastic.
now.
All right, so let me just answer your question, Yusuf, and it's very simple. Okay, we don't just work with just one niche in pen testing and cybersecurity. Okay, we work with different specialization. So currently, I'm working on a network pen test with the last cohort that has joined us, and the next project may be on web or maybe on cloud. Okay, maybe on cloud. There's cloud projects. There is web project. Okay, there's OSINT that sharpens your open source intelligence skills. There is IoT pen testing project as well. Okay, so it's not just you are coming to Android to learn just network, or web. Because I understand also in the UK market, there are different job roles according to you this specialization. So you can see software testing as a job role. You can see network pen tester, right? But only startups that makes you tend to do a lot of makes you become a purple teamer, making you look like a 76 years old while you're just 22. right? So that is just the stress of all that. But in an actual company, there is a specialization. There's a job role for each specialization. But Amdari don't want to play smart. All their projects are for pen testing. I'm very sure because I'm talking about what I know. In pen testing, you're not just working in with one specialization or in one field. Okay, you're working in all round field. Okay, you're working in network, web, Active Directory, cloud. You also saw phishing. I don't know if you are aware when I was sharing the screen of phishing. You also saw phishing as well. So that is more like a complete. I wish, guys. I'll say this. I wish I knew Amdari 2018, or I knew Amdari was in existence 2018. Honestly speaking, I was looking for a place like Amdari around 2018, even 2020 during the COVID, right? I was looking for something like Amdari. That was why when I came to see saw Amdari, it clicked to what I was waiting for, to what people or the job market lacked currently in this day-to-day job market. Right? So Amdari tends to bridge that gap with your technicality, with everything you know, by giving you the steez for it to apply for those jobs. Yeah. It gives you the steez for it to apply to those jobs. I don't know if I've answered the question, so did I?
Yes. So you mean during the program we are going to touch all those things?
Definitely, you are. Definitely. 100%.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. I couldn't hear you before.
Okay, I said definitely you will.
Okay, thank you very much.
I'm hearing my voice from your back. And I'm sure I'm hearing my voice.
Okay, fine now. I was
So
using
yeah,
my
thank
PC and
you.
my phone to connect at the same time. That's why.
Okay. Cool. So yeah, that's it, guys.
Thank
It's
you
not
very
just
much. Thank you so much.
I,
Thank you,
I
Christopher.
appreciate Yusuf. Yeah, it's fine. But like Yusuf, we didn't list it. I prefer being called Tofa, not Christopher. Yusuf want to take Busayomi place already, but no, that's not going to happen. Busayomi, are you still here? Busayomi is still here, yes. Oluwa Busayomi, hi, good evening. Hi, Oluwa Busayomi. Can you hear me?
Good evening.
Oh, cool.
So,
Great.
I just got to what's it called? Know about Abdari this morning.
Really?
Via Instagram. So, I got interested in this stuff because I found project management, which is actually what I am doing currently, like what I am studying currently. And then
That's great.
the link for cybersecurity was posted. I just decided to join the call, though I don't know anything about cybersecurity. So
That's
now
great.
I'm just putting it out there. Is there going to be a call for project management? And then
Are you st-
the 3 month internship, what's it called? Valuable work experience internship thing. Does it also what's it called? What will I say? Affect project management? And then what are the days for learning, and is it supposed to be virtual or like in person? Those are my questions.
Thank you, Faith Boluwatife. Boluwatife collected Busayomi's grace. I was calling on Busayomi and the Boluwatife just popped up. And yeah, let me answer your 3 questions,
You
Boluwatife.
cannot
Okay.
collect my grace, so Marco. Grace.
Busayomi,
Good
please, nobody's
question.
collecting your grace. So, how you doing, man? How you doing,
I'm
Busayomi?
good. I'm good. I'm good.
Wow, that's great. That's great. I love that. I love that. I love your reactions. Yeah, I'm owing you 4 billion reactions. You gave me 4 billion reactions today. I'm owing you 4 billion reactions too. So yes, I'll come back to you, Busayomi. Let me just reply to Faith's question, okay? So
No problem.
Faith, you asked 3 questions. Thank you, Sam. So you asked 3 questions. You asked when are you getting project management call, just like this, okay? So I don't know the calendar, but I would say it's as soon as possible. This tech series happens every Thursday by 8 p.m. Okay, so just like I said, you have you saw us today from LinkedIn, I advise you to follow us on LinkedIn. I want, maybe if you love that, to turn up post notifications whenever we post, or as simply as possible, you can just join our community. So whenever we have a notification, we can just share that, and you'll be one of the first people to get informed. All right. Now, there's to talk about the second question you asked about the timing. Yeah, it depends. The consultants are going to select the time that suits them. Okay, and you're learning remotely. Okay, you are learning remotely. Not just I won't. Yeah, you're learning remotely. Okay, all whatever you're doing is fantastic. Since you're in the WhatsApp community, you are one step, 50% there at the end of the day, right? You're 50% there. Okay, you're 50% there. So I think I've answered your question, by the way. But yeah, also to answer that in the 3 month variable, yes, if you look at that, you can see that the data science is there, data analytics, data engineering. But look at this beautiful project management sitting down here. Okay, there's also project management, and I don't know much about project management, but I know it's called agile project management. Right, this is because I'm hearing it from our stand-up meeting. I'm hearing people talking about it as well. Right, this is what cross-functional roles or cross-functional experience does to you. Okay, so I don't know if I've answered the question, Faith. Have I? Oh, fantastic. I can see Titilope is here. Honestly, guys, I need to use just 5 seconds or 10 seconds to call Titilope out. Not really call Titilope out, but to just say hi to Titilope. Hi, Titilope. How are you doing, Titilope? Yeah. I think it's better if I should just hear your voice, Please. Hello, Titilope. Oh, Titilope don't want to speak.
Hi.
Okay, fantastic. How
Yeah.
are you doing, Titilope?
Hi. Thank you. Thank you for all that you have said. I've learned so much tonight. Thanks for all of the explanation and ability to simplify everything so that everybody can understand into so that cybersecurity is wide. It's just meant for us to be able to identify our niche and just measure on them, so we can know the right course to go for. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Titilope. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you for granting us this present. Okay. Yes. Any other question, guys? Any other question? I wish I can do this for like more 2 hours. More 2 hours.
So my own
Sayomi,
question
what
now
say something?
is,
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, please. Go on.
my question. Initially I asked that for someone who has no background in cybersecurity, hacking or any of those things, how is it possible? Because we're talking about internship, we're talking about working on live projects. If you don't have any knowledge of what you're doing, how do you apply? That's one. And so one of my questions was already answered when they played the testimony, when she said she went from data analytics to project management. So I already applied for data science, which is a line that I have been passionate about for a while, practicing how to use R, practicing how to use some of those tools. You see, so I want to explore that area. But is it still possible, maybe down the line, to still apply to still get into cybersecurity? While you were speaking, I've been trying to get to the thing. Is it thing acting you call it? I don't know. I think I didn't get it very well. I've been trying to get online so I can start from that beginner platform that you mentioned. So while I maybe get into the data analytics or data science cohort, I intend to put into cybersecurity. What are the odds of being able to juggle both?
Okay, so quick. Now I remember your first question. Thank you so much right? I remember your first question, but then my network went off because you made mention of testimonial. I remember when I joined in again, that was when I saw that the testimony playing on, and then the message just disappeared.
Yeah.
But to answer your
Yeah.
question, right? If you have no knowledge about cybersecurity, just like I am in 2018, 2020, no experience. What I would advise you to do is go over to try Hack Me, okay? Go over to try Hack Me. And it's very possible for you to learn data science and pivot into cybersecurity. Maybe if you feel like you've learned try Hack Me, you learned cybersecurity and now you are more interested, you're curious minded about it. You want to, just like you said, you want to later pivot into cybersecurity. It's very possible, okay? We do allow that just for the sake of clarity of, because I mean, somebody, for instance, you'll be like, yes, I want to be a hacker, I want to be a hacker, I want to be a pen tester, I want to be a pen tester. Until you see that it's very strenuous, you have to start saving, not really saving commands in your head or following the 5 stages of ethical hacking and at the end of the day, right? Right.
Yeah.
But all I'm trying to say is that if you find yourself in that kind of situation, it's very possible for you to pivot out to a more domain that will definitely suit your needs. Right? It's very possible for you to do that. So Amdari offers that as well. So it's not as if once you go for data science, we are locked in back with data science. No, it's not as if it's not done like that.
Initially, the first pool that brought me towards Amdari was actually cybersecurity. It's just that it's just making up my mind. I was like, I know that I have the desire to sit down and actually work. I spend a lot of time. I'm actually learning SPSS on my own. I signed up for the trial. I've been on it for the past 14 days. So I go to work, come back, all my time on it. So down the line, I'm like, okay, since I already have a little background in the whole working with R, Python, and some of those, why don't I just try to specialize in there? Since I'm not as knowledgeable as right now as I should be in cybersecurity to be able to pursue an internship. That's why I actually went for data science. So I actually have a strong desire for cybersecurity.
There's also something that I would need to show you to boost, not to get you ready for cybersecurity. Do you want to see? Does anybody want to see?
I want to.
Okay, cool. Let me just show you that. But not just you. I want one more reaction. Yes. No, I know. But Busayomi, you want to finish maybe these reactions today? Hey God. Busayomi, okay, cool. I can see Basil Akang. Okay, cool, fine. Let me just show you something. And I need your honest feedback. So when you see this picture, what is the first thought that comes to your head when you see this picture? Can you see the picture? Is it there yet?
Senior one.
So what's your first thought process when you see this picture? Great man. Okay. It's just a word. I'm just looking for one word.
I see you, you see me. I see you, you see me.
Okay, but I'm looking for sacrifice. That is the word. Sacrifice is the word. Sacrifice is the word, not juju, please. Not juju.
That is the juju. It is the juju.
Yes.
Sacrifice to the god.
Oh my god. So yes.
Okay.
Actually, this is yes. You need to actually sacrifice your time, not just your time now, to learn cybersecurity. Because honestly speaking, right, this is aside the jokes now, right? Cybersecurity is time consuming. It requires you to be non-complacent because why? It's ever evolving. I love what you said, Busayomi, that you love studying by yourself, right? You love studying by yourself. Exactly. My brother Ikang, yes, Akang, thank you. Even if I don't know how to speak Cross River, you're my brother, okay? And my brother, and I appreciate you for coming here. So sacrifice, you need to sacrifice your time, sacrifice your I won't say your mental health, no, your time. It's what you need to sacrifice. You need to sacrifice your time in you need to sacrifice your time in this field because it's ever evolving. There are tools that pop up every day. All right, tools pop up every day, but what doesn't change is the methodology. if you know the methodology to solve issues, if you have the problem solving mindset, if you have the level, you have no level of complacency. Not because I know how to hack websites today, I'm relaxing. I'm expecting a job that pays 100 grand a year. No, okay, you have to put in the sacrifice. It's never enough. Honestly, it's never enough. I still feel like I'm in 2018, honestly speaking, because I'm not where I'm supposed to be because of my tunnel vision, right? My tunnel vision is still like, I know it feels like I'm going hard on myself, but I'm not feeling it at the end of the day, right? So this our great man right here, the sacrifice, the ritual is the secret of you becoming great. You see, the secret of you becoming great. I just had to, when we were talking about what do you think, I just felt what is an easy way to show him? And I thought Kanayo, I was like, okay, sacrifice has to
Why
be.
this picture?
There are a lot of pictures, but I didn't want to throw it away. There are pictures like, for instance, there's a picture of where he was wearing all those juju stuff and all that. But like, if I should post that, you will get it. But I don't want to I don't want to split it up away. So yeah, that's the truth, honestly speaking. Once you have that sacrifice mindset, you go to try hacking and you finish. I'm not saying you finish all the free room, but there are some pathways. I mean, I think we should go there. Let's go there. Money ritual, exactly. You have to sacrifice for you to have money. Exactly. Oh, Titilope. So let's go to this entire screen. Let me just show you quickly. Okay, let me just show you quickly what this is just like an add-on. Okay, after now we can call it a day. This is TryAcme, right? This is TryAcme. If I should go to learn, let's just click on learn one more time and go to let's choose any learning pathway. Let's say I want to be a junior penetration tester before the year ends, and I click on junior penetration tester. Okay. Mind you, this is not going to give you the job you're looking for, but it will definitely take you from a novice to white screen to intermediate, novice to intermediate, novice to even advanced at the end of the day, right? So it's just loading up. Going to show what the model looks like, and also I can see that it can be free. When did I go to race conditions? I just clicked on junior penetration tester. Let me just search that one more time. So these platforms is just, let me just go to junior penetration. And yeah, that's it. You can see learning parts over here. There are a lot of tools. You can see Active Directory too. It helps you to hack Active Directory. Okay. I don't know if you saw that. I don't know anybody else saw CompTIA stuff over there, something like that. So it also has like some CompTIA certification prep as well. So this is what the module looks like. Okay. You can see the module one has introduction to cybersecurity. This is red teaming, this is blue teaming, and then some careers in cybersecurity. Okay. Like I made mention, this is certification that I'm currently studying for. The deadline is on 31st, so I need to take it by next week. So nobody's going to wish me luck. Are you serious? Are you studying? Nobody's even wishing me luck. Okay, thank you. Yusuf and Akang, my brother. So don't want me to pass. That's not fair. Okay, Yusuf, cool. So yeah, you can see the section 3, right? Section 3 is just like
you don't wish a winner win when they are already winning.
Do you know what? Sayomi? Sacrifice and sweet talking is going to take you places. Not your sacrifice. You have the sweet talking mindset. You'll be sweet talking me and giving me. I'm not going. Thank you for believing in me. So yeah, you can see box shoot as well. Titilope, this is your field, right? This doesn't do like what you can do with a professional box suit, right? So this is box suits, these are network security, Metasploit and all that. So if you don't know what all this is, if you don't know what, thank you, my brother. So if you don't know what all this is, TryAcme does that for you. Okay, TryAcme tends to give you that mindset, give you that tend to keep you on dating so that you can definitely be not be a beginner anymore. You can definitely not be a beginner anymore. Yeah, if that is the right way of saying it. Okay. Yes. Is there any other question before we call it a day? Any other question before we call it a day? Honestly, I've loved this session. I wish I can do a session next week, Thursday again. Am I allowed? I'm Dari Growth. Am I allowed to do a session next week? She's laughing. I'm allowed to do a session next week again, please, because I mean it's so fun. I didn't know it was this fun, honestly speaking. So yeah, that's it, guys. Remember, if you want to join our next cohort, okay, is $390, £390. Okay, you get paid for. Will there be close mentoring? Yes, as well. Can you see where is it at? Let me just go back a little bit so you can see the one-to-one mentorship that was being listed here. There's a one-on-one mentorship, okay? You can see here, right? One-on-one mentorship. Let me just highlight it, okay? So we are not capping when we are giving you all this, okay? This is not just trying to please your eyes, no. Okay, we are giving you what we offer. We are selling what we offer, okay? We are selling what we offer. So that is part of what Amgari offers to the African tech community that are in Nigeria and outside Nigeria. Okay. So yes, guys. So thank you. Cheers. Remember, if you want this recording and this slide, please sign the attendance. Okay. Sign the attendance in the chat box. Okay. Amgari Growth, please can you just one more put up the attendance, please, 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 so that my brothers and our friends can just sign in as well. Okay, but at the end of the day, that will be it. Bolu, not Bolu, there's no Bolu, there's Bolu Watife though, but she's in project management, right? She's in project management. So Busayomi, I'm going to give you this opportunity. Okay. Busayomi, can you hear me?